Listen, how you doing? If you've been thinking about subject to loans, you've been wondering about how to get subject to loans set up, or you just like, man, I keep hearing like this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. You found the right video. Who am I? Kareem Lewis, your trusted Houston realtor, aka your veteran wealth builder, aka Sergeant Sales, and I'm back again with this hot topic, subject to creative financing setup. So go ahead, if you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, share, follow, help me, help you, help us. Now let's get into it. Subject to. What is subject to? From the word subject to, it comes from subject to the existing mortgage that's in place. So anytime you have a seller, right, especially in the market that we're facing right now, where it seems like homes, a lot of people that purchase homes post-COVID, right? And remember, I've been saying in my videos that a lot of times, especially with these brand new homes, a lot of people purchase their homes future equity value, because if you remember, COVID caused a lot of the prices to shoot up. And so when it shot up, right, like 50 grand, 100 grand more, and you had bidding wars, it caused the market to jump up, which now a lot of people, when they're trying to sell their homes, the market is like, all right, we need to reset a little bit. So now the purchase price that people are paid for their homes, if they're trying to sell, they're going to be upside down, or they're going to have to pay money just to get out their home. Now, this is the prime time for subject to. So let me break down what subject to really is, how it goes, and how, if you're looking to take a part of this type of deal, you want to set this up with maybe a home that you're trying to sell. It seems you already know it's hard to sell because of the prices. Hit me up and I'll show you how to do it. Likewise, if you're somebody that has bad credit, right? You got good income. You got to have good income, but your credit not right to get approved for a mortgage. Listen, hit me up and we get you set up. Anyway, let's go into it. Subject to creative financing. So the way it works is this. If I have an owner, right? Let's say there's an owner. Say I know I can't sell my house for 400 grand because of the market right now is telling me I need to sell for 375, 360, right? And I know I can't do that because I don't want to pay to sell my home as an owner. So what do I have that I can at least get the money that I should get for my home, where at least I could break even? Subject to. So a lot of times when people are in pre-foreclosure, maybe you getting divorced, whatever, or maybe you got a new job in a different location and you got to up and go. And so, you got to take care of your home, right? But you don't want to pay two mortgages, especially when you're moving somewhere else. You don't want to have those two mortgages. So subject to, the way it'll work is I'm going to sell them. I know I want to sell my home for 400 grand. The market is telling me 460. So I'm going to find somebody that's looking to buy this home. I'm going to sell it to them for 400 grand. They're going to put down a down payment and they're going to make payments that's going to be pretty much more than what my mortgage payments is, right? The loan is still stay in my name, but we're going to take it to title. A deed is going to be recorded, so that the person that's buying it, they're going to have an equitable right to the property. The monies is going to go to title, right? It's going to continue to go to title. And you set up an escrow account so that this way, as a buyer, I'm protected, because I don't want I'm making these payments. You don't wind up paying for the house foreclosed, and then I lose my money. And that's why you always want to have a title involved to set up an escrow. So this way, buyer pays the title company / escrow. Escrow will pay off, the monthly payments that the original owner had. And then whatever's the difference, that will go to the owner. And that's usually how it's set up. Now, how it benefits the buyers, or what type of buyers it benefits, if you are someone that has good income, let me start off like that. You got to have good income. Anytime you think about, as a buyer, buying a property using creative financing, rather as a subject to, lease, purchase, rent to own, anything like that, you have to have good income, right? You can't have bad credit and bad income. It's not going to work. So now, subject to is perfect for people. You got good income, but your credit not right enough to get approved for the amount of home that you can afford, right? Also, it's for people that, say, for instance, if you're self-employed, and you heard me talk about it many times before. A lot of people, they don't have their books right? You didn't pay your taxes, or you just ain't got your books right. You got a business, you're making money, you just don't have it set up so that you can get approved for a mortgage with a bank. That's perfect for you. Or people that have an ITIN number, or this is why creative financing is good for you to be able to get a home, because you know me. Now listen, sometimes you gotta rent. If you gotta rent, you gotta rent. But if man, I'm making good money, I'm paying all this money in rent, right? I'm paying $2,500, $3,000. I haven't heard of people paying about $4,500 in rent. And that's crazy. At least if I'm gonna pay that much, I want it to go to something that I could truly say I got ownership. So creative financing is for you. So let me end this video with this. Listen, if you're a seller and you're having issues selling your home, right? Because it looked like you can't get the amount of money that you need. It looked like you're going to be upside down. The taxes hit and everything went crazy that it seemed like you can't even rent your home because you're going to take a loss. Hit me up, 346-589-8925. If you are a buyer, right? Potential buyer, first time home buyer, you self-employed, W-2, you're trying to get a home, you can't get qualified. You make the money, you definitely can afford it, right? You have good rental history to show. Listen, I make consistent payments where I live at. I just need to get a house. Guess what? I can assist you, and I can assist you all around. So regardless if you just in Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, Georgia, Florida, wherever you at, I can assist you. 346-589-8925. Let's get you those keys off to my sellers. Let's get that home sold for the price that you need. This is Kareem Lewis signing out. To the next.